Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs superstar quarterback, has redefined the NFL landscape with his on-field brilliance and off-field financial maneuvering. His contract, initially signed in 2020, has been a topic of fascination, not only for its record-breaking total value, but also for its flexibility and strategic restructurings. As of April 2025, with Mahomes leading the Chiefs to three Super Bowl victories and cementing his status as one of the NFL's all-time greats, it's time to dissect the current state of his contract, explore its implications, and speculate on what lies ahead for both Mahomes and the Chiefs. In July 2020, Mahomes signed a 10-year, $450 million contract extension with the Kansas City Chiefs, a deal that, with incentives, could reach up to $503 million. At the time, it was the largest contract in sports history by total value, surpassing even MLB star Mike Trout's $426.5 million deal. The contract, which runs through the 2031 season, included a $10 million signing bonus, $141.48 million in guarantees, and an average annual value AAV of $45 million. This deal was structured to keep Mahomes in Kansas City for the long haul while providing the Chiefs with cap flexibility to build a competitive roster around their generational talent. Key features of the original contract included guarantee mechanisms. $63.08 million was fully guaranteed at signing, with additional rolling guarantees tied to roster bonuses, ensuring Mahomes' financial security while giving the Chiefs outs if needed. Incentives. Mahomes could earn up to $2.5 million annually, $1.25 million for NFL MVP, and $1.25 million for a Super Bowl appearance, potentially pushing the contract's value to $502.63 million if all incentives were met. Team-friendly structure. The deal's long-term nature and modest signing bonus allowed the Chiefs to manage their salary cap effectively, with Mahomes' cap hits remaining relatively low in the early years. This contract was a masterclass in balancing player compensation with team flexibility. But as the NFL quarterback market evolved, it became clear that Mahomes' deal, while massive in total value, was no longer competitive in terms of AAV. By 2023, Mahomes' $45 million AAV had fallen to eighth among NFL quarterbacks, trailing players like Joe Burrow, $55 million, Justin Herbert, and Lamar Jackson. Despite his accolades, two NFL MVPs, three Super Bowl MVPs, and three Super Bowl titles, Mahomes was underpaid relative to his peers. To address this, the Chiefs and Mahomes agreed to a significant restructure in September 2023, ensuring he was compensated as one of the league's top earners without adding new money to the deal. The restructured contract guaranteed Mahomes $210.6 million from 2023 to 2026, the most money ever paid to an NFL player over a four-year span. With escalators bonuses tied to performance metrics like MVP awards or Super Bowl wins, the deal could reach $218.1 million by the end of 2026. The key changes included cash flow prioritization. The restructure moved money from the later years 2027 to 2031 to the front of the contract, boosting Mahomes' earnings to an effective AAV of $52.65 million for 2023 to 2026, second only to Burrow's $55 million. Guaranteed money. The $210.6 million for 2023 to 2026 was fully guaranteed, with $208.1 million protected against injury and $133.7 million fully guaranteed at signing. Cap space savings. By converting incentives like AFC Championship and MVP bonuses into escalators, the Chiefs saved approximately $2.5 million in 2023 cap space, though Mahomes' cap hits increased in subsequent years, e.g., $10.66 million more in 2024, $12.16 million in 2025. Shortened timeline. While the contract technically runs through 2031, both sides agreed to revisit the deal after the 2026 season, effectively treating it as a 4-year commitment with an option to renegotiate. This restructure was a win-win. Mahomes reclaimed his spot among the NFL's highest-paid quarterbacks, and the Chiefs maintained flexibility to pursue additional talent, as evidenced by signings like Chris Jones and Hollywood Brown. Mahomes' contract has been reworked multiple times to create cap space, showcasing his willingness to prioritize team success. In March 2024, the Chiefs converted $27 million of Mahomes' 2024 compensation into a signing bonus, clearing $21.6 million in cap space. This move lowered his 2024 cap hit from $58.6 million to $37 million, allowing the Chiefs to re-sign key players and add free agents like offensive tackle Jalen Moore and cornerback Christian Fulton. In March 2025, another restructure combined with a rework of defensive tackle Chris Jones' contract freed up $49.45 million in cap space. For 2025, Mahomes' base salary was set at $1.255 million, with a $47.745 million restructure bonus and a $1 million workout bonus, resulting in a cap hit of $28.06 million and a dead cap value of $94.49 million. These adjustments demonstrate Mahomes' team-first approach, enabling the Chiefs to maintain a competitive roster while chasing a historic three-peat. As of April 2025, Mahomes is in the 5th year of his 10-year extension, with 7 years remaining through 2031. Here's a breakdown of his current contract details based on the latest restructurings. Total value: $450 million up to $503 million with incentives. 2025 earnings: $50 million, including a $1.255 million base salary, $47.745 million restructure bonus, and $1 million workout bonus. Cap hit: $28.06 million in 2025, significantly lower than the projected $60.8 million before the latest restructure. Future cap hits: without further adjustments, Mahomes' cap hits are projected to rise sharply: $66.2 million in 2026, $68.6 million in 2027, and peaking at $59.95 million in 2027. Guarantees: $141.48 million total, with $210.6 million guaranteed for 2023 to 2026. Escalators: $1.25 million for NFL MVP plus a conference championship appearance, and $1.25 million for a Super Bowl win with at least 50% of regular season or Super Bowl snaps. Despite its massive total value, Mahomes' $45 million AAV ranks 12th among NFL quarterbacks, behind players like Dak Prescott, $60 million, Trevor Lawrence, $55 million, and Tua Tagovailoa. His guaranteed money, $141.48 million, ranks 13th. highlighting the gap between his on-field dominance and his current market position. With the Chiefs and Mahomes set to revisit the contract after the 2026 season, several scenarios could unfold. Here are the key factors and potential outcomes. 1. Another restructure or extension in 2026. The most likely scenario is a new agreement that raises Mahomes' AAV to align with the top of the quarterback market. By 2026, Mahomes will be 31, still in his prime, with potentially 4 or more Super Bowl rings. The quarterback market will likely see further escalation, with top players approaching $65 minus 70 million AAV. An anonymous NFL agent suggested in 2024 that Mahomes could command a $1 billion contract in open bidding, comparing him to MLB's Shohei Ohtani. While a $1 billion deal is unlikely in one-on-one negotiations with the Chiefs, a new 5 to 7 year extension with an AAV of $60 minus 70 million is plausible, potentially pushing the total value past $400 million. Such a deal would increase Mahomes' AAV to reflect his status as the NFL's best player, include more guaranteed money, likely exceeding $200 million. Maintain cap flexibility through signing bonuses and escalators, allowing the Chiefs to retain stars like Travis Kelce and Creed Humphrey. 2. Continued restructurings for cap flexibility if the Chiefs opt not to extend the contract in 2026. They could continue restructuring to manage Mahomes' escalating cap hits. For example, converting roster bonuses into signing bonuses could spread cap hits over multiple years, as done in 2024 and 2025. However, this approach pushes financial obligations into the future, potentially complicating roster management when Mahomes is in his mid-30s. Given Mahomes' team-friendly mindset, he's repeatedly emphasized keeping great players around him. This strategy could work, but it risks falling behind the market if other quarterbacks sign larger deals. 3. Unlikely scenarios. Trade or release. Cutting or trading Mahomes is virtually unthinkable given his performance and cultural significance to Kansas City. However, the contract structure allows the Chiefs to exit without a dead cap penalty after 2025, though the $94.49 million dead cap in 2025 makes this impractical. A trade would only occur if Mahomes' play declined significantly or injuries mounted, both of which seem unlikely given his durability and consistent excellence. Even in free agency, Mahomes would command a massive deal, but his loyalty to the Chiefs and their dynasty-building project makes this a remote possibility. 4. Impact of NFL salary cap growth. The NFL salary cap is expected to rise significantly in the coming years, driven by new TV deals and expanded revenue streams. The cap, which was $255.4 million in 2024, could approach $300 million by 2027. This growth will make Mahomes' current cap hits, e.g., $66.2 million in 2026, more manageable, reducing the urgency for immediate restructurings. A higher cap also benefits Mahomes in future negotiations, as teams will have more room to offer lucrative contracts. 5. Mahomes' off-field value. Mahomes' net worth, estimated at $90 million in 2024, is bolstered by endorsements with brands like Adidas, State Farm, and Subway. His marketability enhances his bargaining power, as the Chiefs benefit from his global brand. Any future contract will likely factor in his off-field contributions, potentially including equity stakes or performance-based bonuses tied to team revenue. Mahomes' contract has been a cornerstone of the Chiefs' sustained success. By accepting team-friendly terms and restructurings, he's enabled general manager Brett Veach to build a roster capable of contending annually. Recent moves, like franchising guard Trey Smith and signing linebacker Nick Bolton, reflect the cap space Mahomes' restructurings have created. However, the Chiefs face challenges. Aging core. Players like Travis Kelce, 35, in 2024 and Chris Jones, 30, may retire or decline, requiring investments in younger talent. Draft needs. The Chiefs may target a long-term left tackle in the 2025 NFL Draft, potentially trading up, which could strain cap resources. Competitive market. As other teams secure top quarterbacks with massive deals, the Chiefs must ensure Mahomes remains satisfied to avoid any leverage plays. Patrick Mahomes' contract is more than a financial agreement. It's a blueprint for building a dynasty. His willingness to prioritize team success over personal earnings has allowed the Chiefs to chase history, with a potential three-peat in 2025. As the 2026 season approaches, expect Mahomes and the Chiefs to negotiate a new deal that cements his status as the NFL's highest-paid player while preserving Kansas City's championship window. Whether through a record-shattering extension or continued restructurings, Mahomes' financial future is secure, and his legacy as a team-first superstar is unmatched. For Chiefs fans, the message is clear. Mahomes isn't going anywhere, and the pursuit of greatness continues. Sources. When Patrick Mahomes signed his record-shattering contract extension in July 2020, the sports world was left speechless. A 10-year, $450 million deal, potentially worth up to $503 million with incentives, instantly became the largest contract in professional sports history at the time. It was a move that secured Mahomes' future in Kansas City for the next decade plus, and cemented the Chiefs' commitment to building around the face of their franchise. But now, just a few seasons later, the landscape has shifted. NFL quarterback contracts are exploding at an unprecedented rate. Names like Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, and Jalen Hurts have inked deals that, in terms of annual average value, have surpassed Mahomes. And the question hanging over Kansas City is this. Let's break it down. Mahomes' original extension wasn't a traditional mega contract. It was something new entirely. Rather than chasing the highest annual salary or largest signing bonus, Mahomes and his agent, Lee Steinberg, negotiated a rolling guarantee structure. Every year, portions of Mahomes' salary and bonuses are guaranteed 2 years in advance, giving him immense financial security without tying the Chiefs' hands in terms of cap flexibility. At the time, it was hailed as team-friendly and player-secure, a true partnership between Mahomes and the franchise. Key details. Length: 10 years through the 2031 season value. $450 million base. Up to $503 million with incentives guarantees. $141 million fully guaranteed cap flexibility. Chiefs can restructure bonuses yearly to create cap space. In other words, Mahomes bet on the Chiefs, and the Chiefs bet on Mahomes for the long haul. When Mahomes signed in 2020, the $45 million per year average seemed untouchable. But in the NFL, nothing stays static for long. 2023. Jalen Hurts signs a 5-year, $255 deal, $51 per year, 2023. Lamar Jackson inks a 5-year, $260 contract, $52 per year, 2023. Justin Herbert tops it with a 5-year, $262. $5 deal, $52. $5 per year, 2023. Joe Burrow raises the bar again. 5 years. $275M, $55M per year today. Mahomes, widely regarded as the best quarterback in football, sits around 7th in average annual salary. The man redefining the sport isn't even the highest paid at his position. That's why both Mahomes and the Chiefs have signaled something important. A reworking of his deal is coming. Unlike some superstar contract disputes that turn ugly, think Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, there's no animosity brewing in Kansas City. Mahomes has repeatedly said he's less concerned about being the highest paid and more focused on maintaining a competitive roster around him. I worry more about legacy and winning rings than making money right now, Mahomes said at a press conference. We'll adjust the contract when the time is right, but it's not something I stress about. The Chiefs' front office feels the same way. General Manager Brett Veach told reporters in early 2024 that the organization is committed to keeping Mahomes properly compensated and keeping the team flexible to win championships. Translation: Mahomes isn't going anywhere, and neither is the Chiefs' dynasty window. A Mahomes update or reworking will likely be structured carefully to reflect his value while maintaining cap flexibility. Here's what insiders expect. 1. Short-term raise. Mahomes could see his salary bumped up in the next 2 to 3 seasons to match or slightly surpass Burrow's $55M/year mark, possibly landing around $56M, $58M/year over a few new seasons. 2. More guaranteed money. Expect additional guarantees layered into the existing deal. Mahomes' original contract was heavily incentive structured. New guarantees would better match the market. 3. Cap-friendly mechanics. As always, expect roster bonuses and signing bonuses to be spread out over future years to minimize salary cap hits. The Chiefs are experts at this. They did it flawlessly with Travis Kelce and Chris Jones. 4. Dynasty focus. Mahomes wants weapons, and the Chiefs know it. Any restructure will leave room for continued investment at receiver, offensive line, and defense. Mahomes setting a new bar, again, could trigger another wave of quarterback contract inflation. Young stars like C.J. Stroud and Trevor Lawrence are already eyeing mega extensions of their own in the coming years. Mahomes' deal will likely reset expectations again across the league. And for players, Mahomes' blend of long-term security, rolling guarantees, and cap-friendly structure may become a new model for franchise quarterbacks who want to win, not just cash checks. Patrick Mahomes isn't just the face of the Chiefs, he's the face of modern football. Kansas City knows it. Mahomes knows it. And both sides are moving, carefully and strategically, toward a future where the Chiefs stay competitive and Mahomes stays rightfully at the top of the quarterback financial ladder. The next contract adjustment isn't just about money. It's about sustaining greatness. It's about building a dynasty that could rival the greatest the NFL has ever seen. Breaking news will come soon enough. For now, one thing is certain. In Kansas City, the Mahomes era is just getting started.